Good evening, everybody! Welcome to more Crosskeys on ZSR. Tonight we've got Zelda and Zaph, who are racing against each other. And we've got a nice, lovely commentating group for you. We've got Lynn, we've got Megawatt, and we've got Allison. And then we've got Ek here, and our favorite tracker, Tawfile, who tracks everything for Crosskeys for some reason. The man needs to take a break, but I guess I could say the same thing for me. But either way, I'm going to give you to the commentators so they can talk. That's not saying anything bad about you, Iker. You're a great tracker, too. I'm just saying the Tawfile's here all the time because he doesn't have anything else to do with his life.
Hello, everyone. I think that's in a great tenor for the sort of tone we're going to take in this race today.
Hey, for his defense, I personally asked him to join to track this game. So, he wasn't going to, but I asked him for his defense.
Got the commentator sponsor. But hello, everybody, and welcome to a 2-1 match at the very end of Week 4 of the Crosskeys 2023 tournament. As was mentioned, we have zelgadissan versus Zaphikel. Zelga, very, very well-known and well-respected runner in the community, who is, in my opinion, very overdue a tournament win, versus Zaphikel, who is a relatively new-ish runner compared to most. But also,
you had such a good burn set up, Megawatt, and you didn't take it.
Diet Allison? Should I have called him Diet Allison?
No, you could have been like Zelga, who's a very well-respected runner, who's overdue for tournament win, and Zaph. Everybody pauses on.
I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be not mean for now. Let's say that for his first participation in the main tournament, he actually did qualify for group stages, so that was great for how new he is.
Sure.
In the scene.
I'm gonna be a little roastier than I normally am on this stuff, just because I'm pretty close to both of the runners. And I mean, like, I've done a lot of trading work with Zaph too, and so I know that I kind of know what he is a lot, and have a lot of opinions about his play when it goes well or when it goes badly. But I mean, like, in all realisticness, like, I think Zaph should be really, really proud of where he is as a runner right now. Like, I think making main tournament your, I guess, second... Did he play Challenge Cup last year? I don't remember.
No, it was his first main tournament.
But like that was a good run. Yeah. He didn't go win, like, he got multiple wins in main tournament. But I agree with Megawatt that I feel like Zelga is massively overdue for a tournament win. And I personally have done my part in trying to contribute to that fund.
The famous mirror on Aga incident. Who doesn't remember that?
Alright, we are getting started with thanks for Zelga and bombs.
Alright, it's over. Zaph wins. Zaph already is won. He's defeated the forces of Sankstart.
Going for the tried and true Houlihan opener.
I'm already mad.
Never mind. I'm done. I'm dead with Zaph. Zaph's dead to me. Bomb the wall, dude. But yeah, I mean, you get multiple different strategies.
Oh, and we got the well here too, with the 3 bombs from Link's house.
Is Zelga gonna get some bombs?
He might.
Probably. There's no justice in this game.
Oh, but there's some money. Okay.
And we leave.
Let's go!
I don't think you only hand with 300 or something.
Yeah, I don't think you do anymore. I'm very curious what's going to be behind the wall, though, because if that ends up being something like the Moon Pearl, then that's going to be just a terrible, terrible start for Zelga to the season.
It's not that bad to get back to, but it's still kind of bad.
So, I don't think it's wrong to Houlihan here, but I don't think it's wrong to not Houlihan either, and I think I actually do Houlihan here. Not necessarily because I want the money, although the money is obviously nice. But I'm probably just going to save and quit to Link's house anyway. I may as well just get the 225 rupees for the slightly longer time that it would take to get there. I mean, unless you're just going to save and quit to Sank. But if you're going to do that, you do the back of well last. But that would have been like a split-second decision from that 300 rupees that you got right there. To know, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to open that chest last.
Looks like Zelga's not going to be sweating the back of the well too much, though. Just 20 rupees. We have a Ganon at the Uncle drop down. So we've already seen Probably two of the most important drop downs in the game in the first two that we've checked.
That's my strat, Zelga. I mean, he told me he stole that from me. Or I don't
I
know.
don't actually know if I stole it from you as well, or I just started doing it independently. But I loved hucking those bombs at the guards.
Yeah. Oh, first connector with a mirror. Let's go.
Let's go. I love Jesus Take the Wheel Seeds. Which
Where are we
is
going to end up?
what I refer to for any seed where you have an early mirror and just kind of slam your face into every connector you see.
Especially if you get something that leads to the mountain.
Yeah.
Like this.
Oh, that's a lovely spot. I suspect we're going to see Zaph.
Ooh. I'm a little less enthusiastic about that one.
I think you follow it though.
I think you have to. Like, if that lets out on a connector only spot, it's such a big time loss.
And looking like that early Houlihan for Zelga is actually paying out pretty nicely, finding the pyramid, or sorry, not the pyramid fairy, the generosity fairy, being able to get a couple of upgrades. Pretty nice, especially in the early game.
Let me put it like this: the reason you want to follow that connector is that there are other connectors that can lead you to EDM, but this is the only connector that will lead you here.
Yep.
The bridge specifically, yes.
Yeah, I mean the risk of the back of Super Bunny Cave is not accessible, I think, is way too heavy of a risk to take here. And so even though you are sort of sloughing off those 4 on EDM, it puts you in a bad place not to do it. And also, if there's a decent enough chance that this just leads you back to EDM.
Yeah, this could always just be the other end of a hookshot cave exit on the floating island.
Yeah.
And then you're
just
perfectly fine.
Hookshot cave exit, or it could be bumper cave or somewhere else where you're still like, you know what, this isn't where I would have gone, but this is still super fine with me.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I hate Agate Castle. It's my least favorite connector placement in the entire game. Not Aga, sorry, Ganon, that dude, the boss, the important one.
And we do have some Dark World access here on Zelga's end. Not the ideal kind, but you still are going to be able to check out Cave 45 and route this pretty nicely into the Kakariko checks.
Yeah. I was like, and I think you can do some, and it's not just that it routes nicely to Kakariko, it's also that you knock out all of this stuff at the same time.
Exactly.
So, like, Nap has already walked over to Hylia, which isn't wrong by any means, it's just what he did. Whereas Zelga has not, so we get to check all 3 of these at the same time. And I mean, I think a lot of Crosskeys is about a little efficiency wins that stack up over time. And so...
Hello. It's a nice cane of Samaria right there.
Is there a bad cane of Samaria?
It's a great point.
Aren't you glad I'm here for this? And as the law dictates, you cannot possibly find Mimic Cave when you already have a hammer.
Toffel, I would argue that Samaria on Magic Bat is the best cane of Samaria.
Yeah, Samaria on Magic Bat rules. I love just like sitting there visualizing someone who is waiting to fake powder when they find that thing, and it just fills my soul with light.
Right, so that's a way to get into Gag for Zelga. Gonna be able to blind check the race game.
And the right side of TR with the cane of Samaria in hand.
Surprised Zap didn't grab those actually.
That's an access to the mountain.
That was mountain, essential. Right? Yeah, that was yeah. Unfortunately, that's mountain and spiral cave.
It's not bad.
So you can't get the Super Bunny. No, it's not bad. It's good. And I guess Zelga didn't really get anything from the Super Bunny Cave play either.
At least you know it's here.
Yeah. Always
I
a good
love-
feeling to blind check the race game.
I love.
first time
I was
through
just
the
saying, I
area.
love blind checking race games. I don't think I have ever gotten anything when I blind checked it, but I love doing it because it just means things have gone sharply off course with the normal seed. I still am unsure about Zaph not doing the 2 checks in Turtle Rock.
Is Zelda trying to keep his portal here in case he finds the Moon Pearl?
I don't.
Is it worth it?
I would say
Right
no
now?
normally, but the mini Moldorm Cave actually puts it in an interesting spin.
That's true.
Because, like, I don't think that's worth it normally. Because it's not like you're going to double back down.
Oh, that's another access to
Go. Okay.
the mountain.
I really want Zaph to follow this connector and not.
Alright,
Come on, man. You got a mirror. Just go.
Getting to Kag is. I'm not gonna say it's painful. It's still a bit of a walk, so like
It could be worse, but yeah, it's also not exactly ideal.
Getting to CAC is kind of painful here, but you also are in a position where you can do it, or you're likely to be able to do it relatively easily because of the sheer mobility tools that you have. Like, it is likely there is a connector that is going to spit you, if not in this area, in the Dark World, or near this area in the Dark World. I mean, that's effectively the entire theory
Ooh.
behind. Interesting.
Now we have an access to Death Mountain.
Yeah, although I still think of that scenario where you take below Spec Rock, you still end up going through Super Bunny instead.
I think Zelga's is gonna finish CAC and jump into the ferry section gate or descent in his case.
Yeah, especially since they've already found the well. The value of Lost Woods gets diminished pretty sharply by not being able to.
But probably if he like finds the front of TR or Ganon's Tower and the King of Samara is required to get the Moon Pearl, like Tower Room or something. That might hurt him a little bit.
Got a hammer nice and early too.
Ooh.
Got some nice equipment for a potential GT clear, if and when we find it. We're still missing a comfortable number of keys, but
Lumberjack is Uncle.
Uncle, yeah.
It's Dead Skis. Probably. I did actually have
with a hammer. I think that's dead.
I actually had a recent scene where I needed it to unlock the front door of Castle Tower.
Yeah, I guess that's the
It
only
was very
scenario. But
cursed.
with a hammer, that's definitely on a lifetime right now.
Yeah. Zelga just sitting here hoping a bow shows up so he can continue his complete nonsense. I always skip Eastern unless I can full clear it garbage without me being able to criticize him. But
I feel
jokes
like
on him,
there's...
I'm gonna criticize him before it even comes up.
With the big key, I feel like there's literally no reason not to dip like the moment you find it, unless there's other stuff in the area you haven't checked yet.
I agree. I don't think he agrees, but I agree.
Is he going back now? No.
Doesn't look
He'll
like
be
it.
happy. He'll be happy he's not going back yet. When he's gonna find the connector.
He'll be super happy to find that Fairy Ascension connector. That's gonna be a really, really tempting throwback. Although I actually wonder if
With Token Hammer, I think you have to. Oh no, he's going. Huh.
I was gonna say, with Old Man actually being in a CAC,
Yeah, with all yeah. That's
then I
true.
think maybe you just go. And it's gonna be wrong, because there's just the fast end of Fairy Ascension, but I mean, you can't really do anything about it.
I don't know if I like that saving quit. I feel like anytime you go to Kakariko at the early, at the start of a Crosskeys seed, you want to finish it by following a connector of some kind, if you can. Especially if you have multiple, to cut down on potential returns to the area.
I understand that. At the same time, I feel like almost all the connectors were at least the middle of CAC. I don't know. It with the mirror, it feels like you kind of should. You maybe should have, but I think it's defensible to save and quit there at least.
Just hoping for a chance to come through the Village Outcast, you mean?
Yeah. But especially with knowing Old Man is there and saying, "Hey, I have the ability to rescue him," I think you're gonna want to go through some of this a little bit.
He doesn't know he can rescue him yet. He'll know in a few seconds since he's following that.
Yeah. Also, I almost always actually pick up that item just to create the obscure possibility that I want to use it to hook across. Although, in this case, it's probably not all that useful. If I hadn't seen the Old Man spot before I did it, I probably would have done it, though, just to guarantee it. But now I suspect we're going to see Zaph take a... Well, we might see Zaph take a similar stance here. I actually don't hate the idea.
With his equipment, he has to jump down.
I was saying, I don't... With knowing where the Old Man is in CAC and also his equipment, I actually would understand a lot of saying, you know what, I'm just not going to do Super Bunny Cave.
That's the thing.
Which is...
Zelda found it without the hookshot
Yeah.
or even the hammer and mirror. I mean, with the mirror, sorry, he had the mirror. But now that you have the hookshot and the ability to save the Old Man, and now you know, I mean, admittedly, knowing that you...
Yeah, but the problem is you don't have a good way to get back to CAC right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, he's going
Like,
for it, though.
If that had been in the Dark World, I
do the
absolutely
same
understand that.
But did it do the same thing? And I mean, I know it's Super Bunny Cave, but come on. I think there's another one, Telethor.
There is one match after this, Telethor?
Yeah, I believe Jam Tamisher, or Tam J. Misher starts at 9 o'clock.
Whoa. What flavor of jam are we getting here?
I personally like strawberry the most.
I think strawberry is probably the go-to jam here. How do I keep talking about flavors of things in this restreams?
Also, Meg was not an admin, okay?
Yet. I can make him 1/4.
Please no.
Sorry.
I've got enough responsibilities as it is.
I don't actually hate Super Bunnying this first chest in Castle Tower.
The thing now is that Zaph has to walk all the way to raise game left. I mean, no, oh,
Now I
Don't
really
die.
don't mind Super Bunnying it. Like, actually, as a response to taking that hit, I probably would have turned around and Super Bunnied. Just for safety's sake. Died Zaph.
he's,
Yep.
he's
Okay,
taking
good.
the key. He should
He
do
could
that
also
after.
just be taking some damage to get health back.
He might be taking the key, but I think more he was getting himself away.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I think if you take a death here, you grab the key. Honestly.
I agree, though. I'm normally a pretty anti of that of stealing the key, but I think in this case you probably should have.
Unfortunate.
It's a rough hair location.
That is a garbage hero location, if I'm being honest.
If you had at least a sword, it'd be a little bit more. I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah. If
I mean,
you have a sword, if you have,
you Super Bunny it, and then you just clear it.
Yeah.
But without the sword, that's
what you can.
almost unplayable.
Okay, walking. Now, don't do that. Don't. No, Zaph, no. I don't like taking that as a buddy. Especially when you're leaving High Cave behind for no reason. I guess he's doing some night roll checks.
I similarly do not care for this play.
That's not a connector here. It's a nice mountain, or not.
Yeah, but I think you have to do what Zelda's doing here. Like, it's
hello, Paradox Cave.
so weird.
Is that another? There's desert palace at the bottom of EDM. So you have a follow-up
I
play
kind
here.
of have a problem with this play now. Which is, I think you've now put the K45 and race game stuff in a pretty bad territory.
Oh, hello.
Take that, Key Stealers. Another victory for humankind. But I mean, I think we're going to be in a position here where Zaph is likely to just say, hey, I'm going to be following connectors for a long time.
Oh.
Yep, that is certainly possible, Telethar. The problem being, though, is that it's either likely to not suck, or it's going to put you somewhere you want to be, and now you've just isolated this thing in kind of awkward way.
What do we do here? Huh?
Go get your portal. Go get your portal. That's actually a pretty nice spot. Don't go through the way through Paradox. Just get your portal. Yeah, I mean the risk is if you get put somewhere that you can't die, although that's a pretty limited set of spots.
Oh, not the Moon Pearl.
The Moon Pearl.
Boring.
Yeah, we still got hammer pegs out there. Could still happen.
Alright, so that's gonna follow Desert. Doesn't have any of the keys that Zaph has, though. Super Bunny that? Sure. Oh.
He knows the trick, though. Fun fact, for those who do not know, it is very, or at least much easier to Super Bunny into entrances with the mirror by pressing sideways and holding diagonally up into the entrance to push yourself as far in as possible without actually going into the entrance.
Did he not check it? That's why you punched the air. Okay, I assume
There he
has it
goes.
now.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Not
gonna be
a bad
really nice in the context of that Hera,
Palace of Darkness, Monkey.
because Zaph is actually gonna have the ability to clear it when he finds it, if he wants to, and I suspect he will want to, because that is a garbage spot to get back to.
Big key and small key to tease down. I mean,
And hammer.
And hammer.
And hammer.
Any moon pearls?
Any blind enthusiasts in chat?
It is a little suspiciously in logic. Minus the
I
fact
mean,
that we haven't actually
the
found
hammer
it yet.
actually, I think, points more at the big chest than the boss itself. Zaph did not do first chest to Naga Tower, though. I think he probably should have, but I think it's also reasonable not to. Like, it's It feels like a pretty big time commitment for one out of logic check that you're also orphaning a second check in. I think if you have the key, you probably have less of an argument to not do it, but I hate when I have 15 seconds. Go, go, go. I wonder if Zaph is going to quickly make the return to the mountain here. I suspect he probably will.
Pretty smooth clip from Zelda there as well.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, he's going to the mountain.
No, I think there's the right play from Zaph, and I think this is the absolute right
ALttPR?
connector to... Interesting. Okay.
I think I have a sword now and Ether and Underhammer, so the poke is not an issue.
I mean, he already had a key though, so he could have just skipped the pokey, but...
I think you still grab the key at this point.
Oh yeah, I think at this point you grab the key, but I would have gotten this chest the first time I was there and just not grabbed the key.
I wonder if we're going to see him follow this connector though, as opposed to any of the others.
I
mean,
think
you
that's
have,
really aggressive.
You know you can save the old man at this point. Like, just save the connector to the mountain.
Oh, you got to be careful with that bunny beam.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna go back through at this point, but... Like, I think... I get what you're saying, Megawatt, but given that old man is literally right... You have to go to the one that you know takes you to that.
Yeah, I know.
Because then you can get back to Choda Rock really quickly. And if all you're doing here is Zaph is just grabbing these two items, then sure, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm just basically thinking out loud
Fair enough.
with some of these things.
No, I don't just think it's not a good idea. I think it is a patently bad idea.
Where was Desert Light?
Okay, another sword.
Neat. I didn't see what Desert Ledge was.
Desert left.
Oh.
You know if oh no, that's way too far. But that technically with full health he could.
Desert
Super
left was
bunny.
Desert Main. Thank you, Tafile.
Thank you.
If Zaph really wanted to, he could fully heal now and then go back and do mini Mulberry Cave.
That's way too far. Like,
But yeah,
That's too much.
that's
good.
too much.
This is the right way for Zaph to go.
I mean, his first entrance is gonna be Desert, and it has the small key and the big key. You know. So what do you do? I mean,
It's gonna feel real bad.
no.
Good.
The thing is, you can
I
loop
agree that-
around. That's
This
the
is
thing.
right.
You can
I-
loop. You can loop.
No, A, you can loop, and also B, it's so fast to get back here if you have that old man saving quit.
I wonder if he also saves those two entrances right up there for after he loops.
Nah.
Okay. Because I feel like that might
There's
be a
enough
slightly
stuff
more
that
efficient
could
way
be
to do it.
there. But there's enough stuff that could be there that you really punish yourself if it's there. Like, if a book is there and you've just left Ether Tablet exposed for absolutely no reason, then you're just asking yourself to get beat on something dumb.
It's very true.
And so, I agree with you on aggregate that if those two entrances are empty, then it is faster to do
Oh.
them by jumping down. Okay, well...
I'm not sure about this.
This is
Well,
one of those
most of
cases
it.
I actually don't super hate grabbing the items and leaving rather than following a connector.
More keys to the Palace of Darkness. That is at Flute 5.
It doesn't look like we're seeing much in the eastern area on Zelda's side either.
Yeah, that is actually a good point for Maker. That I think Zaph had a very, very good in to just do those two checks in Turtle Rock the first time he was there, and so he actually could have had that Master Sword when he went to Mini Moldorm Cave. Whereas revisiting it, I
He
agree.
wasn't on full. He wasn't full health though. So.
Yeah. He might have been able to find a way to get to full health. I don't remember the layout of everything well enough, but I feel like Super Bunnying Mini Moldorm Cave is one of those things that like you get to the blue moon.
So outside of a pod small key, it doesn't look like there was a whole lot that Zaph got from that Zelga has to worry about.
No, I think Zelga's still in a pretty comfortable spot right now with what he's found. I think Zaph has had a couple of nice efficiency wins that Zelga won't be able to get, just in terms of what he had, but...
Yeah, he's also going to, presumably, not be able to check the front entrance on top of the castle once he makes his way over there.
That does seem likely. Unless we get a truly apocalyptic number of swords and or capes coming.
Oh,
Boots are a nice find, though. Never something that you're unhappy to see. Well, usually not.
wish you had those swords though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wonder a little bit how long it's going to take Zaph to get over there. Not necessarily because this is a bad spot to get to, but much more along the lines of this is a very open seed in terms of the directions that you can go. And so you can very, very easily not end up here through no fault of your own.
Have we seen Hyrule Castle front or left?
No, he imaged, like, it wasn't
I
dark,
don't
but he
think so.
imaged super bunnied, but didn't check any connector yet.
Okay.
It happened once, Wolfie. It was the acid that Zelda played. I was very
Yeah.
unhappy to see the boost.
That was maybe the most angering boots I've ever seen in my life. Imagine, you're watching Zelda, it's like a week after they finally discover that ass exists. And yes, I am intentionally phrasing it as bad as possible. To go through, there's a small.
So Zelda
Zelda
saw
says
that.
7
He just didn't.
crystals. He just boots for go mode, or he needs to ask the lumberjack tree. And he finds the boots in Castle Tower too.
So Zelda saw that connector, right? That was just in Hera entrance. He saw that connector. He just didn't
That's
follow
a
it.
bad connector, though. Unless you go back to Hera, that is.
Yeah, I think Hera is the best way for Zelda to get back there. But I agree that that's kind of a gross connector. Although, didn't Zelda get spit out of a Turtle Rock connector as well?
He did. It
that-
wasn't top and mountain though. It's
Oh,
Hookshot
they-
Cave. It's actually Hookshot Cave that spit him on India. So no. I mean, I
Okay,
guess
that's
it's another
that's a
connect.
garbage connector too.
I guess if there's a connector to laser bridge, then he can mirror and take that connector back up. I guess, but
Yeah, that is kind of awkward though. Zelda didn't discover Ass a week ago. The Link to the Past community as a whole discovered Ass a couple of years ago, and it was only a week later that Zelda had the opportunity to use it in the seed.
but someone posted something on Reddit, if I remember correctly. And
Yeah.
then it was shared on the main Discord, and then that was the answer. Oh, hello.
Speaking of nothing. But here's GT after 30 minutes. Of us having the hammer and the hook shot.
So it's nice, given that. Oh, Loki.
And the
Oh,
lamp, okay.
Sorry, the lamp. I'm like,
Got our first fire source, the boots.
and anyone want to put a friendly wager on the moon pearl showing up in the next 4 chests?
But we still don't have any small keys. But I guess that
That's
doesn't
in the
matter
next
for
4
stuff.
chests.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mentally did not catch that part.
I should maybe unmute one
Oh,
of
that's
those. Well,
okay.
that's basically the moon pearl. It's just a deferred moon pearl.
Just as good, if not better sometimes.
This is a glove.
More
It's
Pockeys with
Just
the
as
lamp.
good
Oh,
as the moon pearl.
You know what would be even stronger though?
2 gloves.
Yes.
I hate you guys. Please don't
Yes.
put me as the role of the comedic straight man. It's not what I'm good at.
Oh,
And there it is.
Oh, behind trees?
I should have said in the next 6 chests, man. Come on.
When we have 0?
Yeah, I have found moon pearls that unlike, like, I found a moon pearl on 0 keys in the compass room once, and it shook me pretty hard. But, that's still pretty,
We've got some pretty nice gear for Meyer too now. Minus the cane that Zelga still doesn't have, but
Yeah, although he now has a lot of good ways to get that cane, too, because he can get it with Skullwoods pretty easily.
The problem is that Zap found Super Bunny. Not Super found Paradox Cave and didn't. Like, he followed the connector, so he kind of orphaned that Agina entrance. That's what GT is, right?
I believe so.
So it might take him a while to get there. Although he might have another connector at Paradox, but he only checked one and had to walk back.
I would say it's 3 keys unless we happen to find the GT big key in here. In which case, key logic gets a little more interesting.
Kind of funny that Zap has all the tools to deal with that fight.
Hey, Zelga has a bee in a bottle. That's a tool to deal with that fight. Badly.
Alright, Zap is gonna find Hera in a moment.
Oh. Okay, he should be fine. This fight can be a little anxiety-inducing sometimes, but
Didn't you make brackets last year because you died to this fight?
no. I made brackets last year because I misplaced a bomb jump.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. I knew it was. I knew. It
But
was
I haven't
something
forgotten,
like that.
don't worry.
That's not doing it.
That's really surprising, actually.
Oh.
I'm not sure where he's going.
We're taking the old-fashioned way to the dark world here, or not?
Guess he's
I don't know.
following the desert. Like, so I think he just got
Yeah.
to him.
But yeah, you've got to do that, Hera. That's in such a bad spot, and you're fortunate to. You do Hera by super bunnying and using the sword to hit the crystal switches, dying to the things, and then beating Hera. It's the red mimics that can only be hurt by the bow, not the red Armos.
No. You can hit it with the sword.
Zelga, I suspect, is going to be making, or sorry, Zaphikel is going to be making the walk towards the castle. I have to assume.
How many GT small keys do you think we might see in the back of Pod here?
I'm going to go conservative and say 1.
So, like, the glove and the hammer. Yes, so much you can do right now.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that there really is just a ton of stuff open right now.
Yeah, even without the pearl. So was that Thiestown small key also in the Lost Woods area?
I
I'm
think
guessing
so.
it was, right?
Yes, it was. Or it was in that set, so it might have been up at Lumberjack, actually.
Oh, are we gonna see? Oh, yes, we are. I I think this is the first time I've ever seen like somebody actually get good use out of that clip.
Oh, yes, we're following that. Better.
The semi brand new Grave, what was it called? Tomb Raider?
Have you never played a Tomb Raider game, Megawatt? God, you're like 12 years old. Jesus.
Okay, dude.
That's actually a good connector.
Yeah, that's a great connector.
Shame there's not much over here, but
I mean, but even so, just like getting to do these two parts together is great.
mhm.
I was like, and he can then go to Catfish as well, which is really nice as well.
Okay.
And he can do it all in the time that it takes Zaph to mimic clip. Whether or not that's impressive remains to be seen.
Yeah, that is by far the most useful Tomb Raider I've ever seen.
Okay.
Especially because normally I basically just laugh at Tomb Raider for being a complete even.
Oh. This is a really rough mimic clip.
Oh, that's the main band.
If you know, you know.
I'm sorry, Ninban.
Alright guys, now taking predictions. What happens first? Zaph finishes this mimic clip? Or Zelda beats Moldorm?
He's so close.
You got it.
Oh, he got it!
Did it! And now we're gonna see the extremely uninspired reward. I think if I could describe what was just found, I would use the word neat.
It's going back to his portal, isn't he? Isn't this portal at the...
It should be a dark shopping
cave
mall.
area?
Sorry,
Should be.
IRC, yeah.
Yeah, looks like that's what he's doing.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah.
even just got the flippers.
There's no reason to
So-
go to Zora when you have a portal here and you do the catfish as well. Like,
Yep.
No.
I think maybe the reason not to do it is that is quite a bit of movement to get back here.
You do pick up the island entrance on the way, so maybe that makes it worth it. It's definitely not obvious
certainly see
either way,
the-
though.
I certainly see the thought. I'm not sure it actually.
I don't hate it. I don't think it's too bad.
The thing is, you kind of already checked. I mean, you still want to check the Diaga Tower. I mean, you might want to put that up for a little bit to try to find a Castle Tower small in order to do Castle Tower 2. I guess. But depends on what you want to do for sure. But you already checked like Bomb Shop, Dark Lake Haya, Shop.
Yeah, I think the other thing about it is that you'd rather do catfish into the pod area than vice versa.
I mean, you already been to the bar area, like pod entrance right now is kind of old.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he has been there.
Oh, hello.
It's an appropriate location.
Right. Is that right then? No. Back of escape, I'm assuming. Go.
I'll say usually the first play after the save and quit, as soon as you can do it. Although I definitely found that I've started stealing the key more recently now that I changed my music for Hyrule Castle and I want to listen to it more. And that's probably not the best way to route. But it's certainly not intentional, but it started happening.
Oh, there's another key to pod, but unfortunately there was not much.
We still don't have a GT small key on either side.
It wasn't pod, right? But how deep was it?
How deep was which one in pod?
Bumbles?
I think so, but it was just in the back. Like, it wasn't super
It was
deep.
in the, I think it was 4 key?
Okay.
Yeah, 4 key.
So potentially more stuff to do if there's a nice fast entrance somewhere to find some GT keys.
Yes, I think that is a very real possibility.
Like on top of the castle, for instance.
So, Jay Coper, I've actually had that in 2 different tournament scenes already. So I think the answer is yes. That was one of the times I found the hammer in the back of Escape at Bat Drop.
Oh, Zap, no. He's going back. I think he's going back after checking what's on top of the castle. Because connectors, right?
It's certainly possible. Like, that's a pretty tasty spot. Assuming there isn't a similarly good spot on top of here.
Oh, hello.
Oh, whoa, what is this?
Wait, are we not going to press around? Oh, he doesn't have the cane.
We still don't have the cane. It's nearby, but...
Sorry, it was so early. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, well, ew, no, Zap, no, it's gonna miss the boots.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Hey, look, it's still
well.
smiles.
We've got a small key, we've got the hammer, and it's in a pretty bad spot. I think we just dip, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't have a glove. But maybe he'll find a glove in here. I don't think so.
This is going to be really bad if he doesn't, though. Like, I feel like Zap's already a little behind, just being so late to the Pearl compared to Zelda. And doing a non-clearable ice dip is just going to make that even worse. Like, that being said, I don't think he has much of a choice in this situation. I think he has to dip Ice Palace here, knowing what he knows. It's just unfortunate.
That full terrible swamp that not full, but big chest. Who cares? I don't. Oh, look!
Oh my goodness.
It is a small key to get
Hello?
sour.
I was gonna say, so the one nice thing I'll say about this, and I mean it still won't help Zaph, But the fact that he has Kane for this is going to make this faster. And it seems very likely to me that it's just pointing at a...
Oh my god! Wow.
Mirror,
Never mind.
You have to mirror. You have to mirror. You have to mirror.
Yeah, he didn't hit here. He did hit the switch, right? Or I don't remember what he did.
He didn't. He didn't.
It's okay, he's going to...
Also, shout out to Thieves Town appearing before the small key does for Zelda.
Oh, was it just faster to walk there actually? Like from where he was, like you just you pull the tongue, you go up, and then you go left. Like probably was faster.
Probably. I was going to say that even if Zaph can't finish this dungeon, it might not be disastrous because it's not. It seems likely that all he's going to leave behind is a bunch of GT small keys. And then that happened.
At least he realized that he didn't hit the switch and he needed to.
I mean, I think that's good recognition, honestly. Like, I think that's actually legitimately pretty difficult, a pretty difficult assessment to make in the moment of, hey, I have to leave because I cannot beat the dungeon right now.
I feel like he's going to be pretty disappointed later when he finally makes it to GT, though.
Yes. He will be.
Stuff, what are you doing? Oh, I mean, I have a blue game, so there's that, I guess. Right, going to Scarlet's for Zelda.
Yes, the first sword from Zelda, I believe, was in GT accessible. It was like Hopium, right?
Yeah, that's the only in Logic one. Because one of them was Lava Chest, and the other... Well, okay, two of them now are in Logic. And then one was in Lava Chest TR, and then one was...
in Mire Shed
Mire Shed in the Swamp Entrance. That's also in Logic for Zelda. Just doesn't have it yet. Is that any better?
Oh, I just asked Xenu to turn you down, but maybe that'll be better.
Oh, okay. I apologize for my loud microphone.
Finally getting that Sphere Zero Kane.
Is Zelda about to have Butter Sword pretty soon? Wow, Wally, okay. Okay, I prefer to listen to Megawatt's voice to my voice too, so I get it.
Hello, Wally. That is a convenient cane for this room, I guess. Nice big key that. You know, that's the reason you mirrored out and hit the switch. You do realize that. Not a bullshit boost, but at this point with hammer and glove, it's not that big of a deal. Like, even if you're at the bag of cobbles, you can just mirror and then take the pull the bag to a bit of that out, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, well.
There's the small key that isn't locking the pearl.
Where's your proof? Maybe it's a bunny revive seed, finally?
Oh, Zaph's got to be a little careful. Oh my goodness. That was so close.
He did it. He did it.
We got it.
Okay.
Not even close. .jpg.
Well, it's a crystal. And now we're gonna painfully follow that spiral cube connector. Look at
Okay,
the boots.
Spiral Cave will just dump out somewhere next to a Hyrule Castle entrance, Copium. The cope is strong with this one.
Oh, yeah, Zelda still hasn't done those. Hasn't done those. That's great because he took them. He went on an
Yeah.
adventure. Let's put it like this.
Zelga's living his best life.
Oh yeah, that got actually kind of nice, I guess.
That was super nice, I think.
And even if he decides to go to Ice Rod Cave area first, he'll even get his flippers that way too.
Where are we going? Are we going through desert?
I suspect she's probably going to desert.
Am I going back? He's going back for Harry Castle?
Zelga's not done all of CAC.
Zelga found the mirror very early and decided to let Jesus take the wheel.
He is not, in fact, channeling Trey. It is a very, very different thing.
Immediately going back with Thieves Town after that small key though. Makes sense.
I'm actually surprised he didn't do it because it's in a terrible spot.
I probably would have done it, I agree, but Zelga at least will get the benefit of having waited.
I think Zep is going back to Harry Castle here. Should probably take some damage on your way to Harry Castle. There's a lot of things that you can take damage on, like murder birds.
Walking normally because you're bad at the game. There's just a lot of ways to do it.
Take damage!
Because he's about to have to bunny revive Telethar. Or he's just not even to get the items.
It's just checking connectors. No, it's just checking connectors. I mean, that's fine then.
I mean, it's gonna be faster than bunny reviving.
It is, but he also,
It is.
I mean,
There's the potential to get locked, but
I was saying now he's fine.
you don't know.
No,
That's the thing.
Also, I imagine some people in chat are very happy right now that one of our runners has both the bow and the Eastern Big Key before having found Eastern Palace. I know Zelga himself is probably very happy.
Oh no.
He's
I mean,
still
this
not.
is
He's.
fine.
I mean,
He's gonna get it just after this. I
yeah, the
suspect.
problem is that the lamp's on the
I-
torch. So.
I mean, I think this is a battery, personally. but-
Yeah. I mean, Hyrule Castle is like it's different than Desert, right? It's a connector with items in it, but Desert, the items are in between the entrances and exits, whereas Hyrule Castle, it's not really true.
Yeah, I don't think you really save anything in this way for Zaph by not doing the castle. And that would be before I knew that the boots are sitting there in logic in the first chest.
Watch this being a small key. DGT.
I was like, this actually would be a spot for Zaph. That would be a very nice place to find something like
Like
a
a
fire
small key?
rod.
A fire rod would be pretty nice.
Because I suspect we're not going to see Zelda come back here until he runs out of stuff, gets a fire rod, or ends up in the mire area.
It's a funky looking fire rod.
It melted.
Alright, and we get another pendant, and we have full information, almost full information. Just missing the red crystals.
Yeah, just miss. Yeah, 5, 6.
Did Zelga find anything in the back there?
No.
He found a bow in the attic,
So the bow was in the yeah.
so kind of hard to ignore. There's Zap's
I mean,
mitts.
it's gonna depend on where it is, but
Probably not feeling too great about those, knowing where the other glove was.
I mean, I think he probably feels a little bit bailed out by the other glove, honestly.
I mean, yes, but I don't know. If I find a glove in a place like that, I'm generally happier if it's the only one, unless I'm last locating it.
So it's another chest that Zelda didn't open and didn't have anything because he didn't have the keys. He didn't have a key, so he couldn't open that map chest in GT.
Yep, I think we're up to what, 3 chests that Zap's been able to pick up that Zelga hasn't, that have all been completely empty.
Yeah, Zelda doesn't have a whole lot to worry about right now still.
Zap probably about to do a little bit of a double take. A little sad he doesn't have face cam on stream because I wanted to see the reaction, but
I have a bit key to pod. I don't think you want to go back yet. Oh, there's that Minimorum key that we knew about like 30 minutes ago.
yeah.
Unfortunate.
What's big key?
Little more.
Another pod small.
Interested in that Palace Darkness now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not gonna rush it, since I know where it is and would very much like to be able to get small key 5 before I go for it. But it is definitely looking a little bit sussy.
Here's our 3rd medallion at Dig Game.
Finally, the payoff we've been looking for.
Zelga's about to get the gold sword in a moment.
Yeah, don't let that distract you from the fact that Zap blew a 2-0 sword advantage.
Yes, the Small Kid Swamp is something that Zelga needs to get back to.
Yes, that's true. I
Yeah,
forgot
that's
about that.
actually a...
And
Has
with
he
no-
checked that spot? Like, does he know there's a small key there, or has he just not been to the top yet?
He
been to the
knows.
top.
He
He
knows.
Okay. I mean, so you have to think that if it gets to the point where he's running low on options, he's probably going to start connector hugging pretty aggressively, too.
Yeah. It's just a matter of, like, if the flute shows up at all before then, because it's going to make it a bit less incentivizing to go back up to the mountain if it
Yep.
doesn't show up. Of course, I still think Zelga's probably in a better position overall despite that.
I think unquestionably Zelga's in a better position.
Especially since the back of Thieves Town paid out.
What do you mean?
But
Zap has a crystal and Zelga has a pendant.
Actually, that's a phenomenal point. Thank you, Lynn. This is why you get the big bucks. I think at least one of the pod keys is out of logic, but the other ones might be in logic? Trying to remember exactly where all 4 of them were.
oh, Pendlemeyer.
Oh. Full clearable pendant Meyer.
Do you just say no to that? Like, you're not like that close to go mode.
Kinda?
Missing a Fire Rod, a Swamp Small, TR Big Key, potentially Flute and Mitts. I think you just do it. I mean, it is in a relatively friendly position, to be fair, but I'm very tempted if I'm in Zelga's shoes to just go for it.
I think I'm tempted to 7 of 8. Even with it being green pendant.
It's very easy to get back to it, admittedly.
Like, it is really easy to get back to, and it's... I think not doing it now generally bespeaks a higher willingness to do Vitreous, actually.
The thing is, what else? I mean, for sure you're looking for ice. At least. That's ice or Eastern, ice and Eastern for him, so he has those two to look for. He's gonna find one.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess for me, like, if I'm in a position where I think I'm not going to be doing Vitreous, then I'm probably much more eager about just saying, hey, I'm going to jump in with the 7 of 8. If I'm more likely to put myself in a position to do Vitreous, I want to leave it untouched, because even if I'm willing to do Vitreous, I'm sure not coming back in a hurry for a 1 out of 8 only Vitreous.
Where are we going now? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
I'm gonna follow the last connector of Harry Castle.
I feel like
There's a gold
Zelda's
board.
really, really tremendous position here.
Oh, Zelda's gonna be able to get his flippers, I guess.
Yeah.
Can we talk? Can we hold on? Can we talk about the NAM in that Lanmo fight? Whoa.
Have you ever watched me play the game? I literally like, this is the most like people in glass house kids can't throw stone. I don't know about this one, Zaph. But I mean, I guess you just save and quit at Sank and start again. But if that was the case, then you should have just done it before even checking the entrance, I think. Eh. Alright, Telethar. That one is definitely in logic. Glad I could help.
Going to the Dark World, okay. Oh, that's gonna be
Where were the Smiths? Because that's one thing Zaph's gonna be able to do here.
Smith are the Light World arrow game. Sorry, I don't know what this one. You know, in the Fire Emblem area. Sorry. Not sorry.
You said the Fire Emblem area?
That's what I heard too.
You know,
Like the North Lost Woods arrow game? No, wait. The hell is the Light Arrow game?
no, what the arrow game is, but in the Light World.
Oh yeah, okay. So
yeah.
it's just a free tournament.
Yes, it's a. I'm sorry, okay.
No. I legitimately heard Fire Emblem area, and I'm like, is
Yeah,
there
the
a
three
meme?
houses. Oh, he knows what.
Oh
to get
god
back.
damn! That's so fucking bad.
I'm sorry.
So fucking bad, man.
It's all good. It's all good. Not too ice.
Almost bad as anybody who doesn't.
I don't
pick
think-
the Black Eagles.
I think he went and checked the first entrance and then went back for the pyramid item before he checked the others. Or oh, he's just not checking ice.
That's a decision.
Oh no, he doesn't have fire. Did he checked it though,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like he saw it.
Oh yeah, no bombos because
Yeah,
that was
he doesn't have
bubble.
bubbles because he hasn't done pod yet. Like that's fine.
I can't pay attention to.
Same.
You guys gaslit me
Anything.
into thinking he didn't even check the entrance.
Sorry.
Look, my attention span when doing TriCast commentary with you two is in down the drain. All right.
Okay, but how's that any
It's
different
too
than
much.
normal?
I mean, you're not wrong. But it's not like this makes it any better either.
Are we gonna be able to see hammer pegs as well? Oh, we're going to Hera for Zelda, I guess. Hopefully he'll get his Swamp Small.
Yeah, this is likely going to get him a Swamp Small as well.
I appreciate that Freezor clip is so bad that people don't even bother acknowledging that it's banned. Like, we all know it's banned, but it's not just banned, it's just like, this is so bad to do, like, why would you ever? Except, I suppose, an Randomizer.
Zeph got this call with Vicky before.
Oh boy.
I know, Zelda has even more reason to grab that Swamp Small.
Yeah, but I mean, it's more that there was really no reason for Zaph to do this while he was here. And now he's orphaned Bombo's tablet when he maybe didn't need to. He very potentially could have done Ether tablet while he was here. And like, maybe this doesn't do anything.
Here's our second.
But it still checks you come back to later. I think that's right, Awful. I'm pretty sure we have not seen Magic Bat.
I'm not really surprised that there, given that there was a GT Small in Ice.
Yeah, I would have been surprised if Bombos, or if Bombos didn't lock the Pearl. Or if, I guess, if the Pearl locked Bombos is a better way of putting it. Because that Small and Ice seemed very, very, Actually, that Small and Ice had to lock it because there was the one in Skullwoods as well. Like, it's impossible for that Small and Ice not to lock the Pearl, logically.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. I've been assuming that the Fire Rod isn't available, but you're right, Ben, for sure.
Here comes the Swamp Small for Zelda.
Yep.
And now he has
now there's not really an advantage for Zaph right now, I don't think.
No.
Skullwood's big.
That's about it, and even then, it's not a sure thing.
This is a 2-in-1 round. Jimbik get.
Gonna get the Rust Pipe Cave too.
Not gonna be
Shout
able
out to the
to
Bat Leg
get
Man.
his pendants in the T's down.
Oh, whiffs a chest turn and goes by, but gets the couple turnarounds after that.
I'm suspecting Zelda is gonna get his nothing in desert.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit of time for Zaph to make up a little bit of space that Zelga's had. But, because I think Zelga's going to be retracing some of Zaph's footsteps here. But I think
Now you're going to pod, and now he wants to go to pod.
Yep.
That's probably Zelda's next play.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, I think it wouldn't be surprising to have it be Zaph's next play either.
True. I think did he go to Dark Lumberjack already? No, he hasn't.
I don't think he has.
I think you go there and just save and quit from here. If not, there's no connector, but we know there's none. That's if I remember right.
I can see that.
Zaph hasn't already been over to Catfish and everything else, though, has he?
No.
'Cause I could also see after
He didn't walk
this.
to that connector.
I could also see going in that direction, and then maybe Catfish into the Dark Ice Rod area, and he could pick up his flippers over there.
So Zaga's about to get the bombos. We have a pod entrance that we haven't checked yet. So you did the detour to check it. Even though he'll probably go to ice afterwards.
So yeah, Zelga's got some pretty decent options. I think Ice has to be probably the lowest one, just purely on the I'm going to orphan something if I go there. Which is not true for Swamp, but is not true for Pod. I mean, theoretically at this point, if we can find it, Zelga can get up to 6 crystals, yeah?
The other thing is that I don't think you want to go to Pod. That's the thing at this point. So yeah, I think you want to do the least amount of stuff before even quitting. So I feel like that from the deck is something you want to do, but there's also from here and Dark Shopping Mall, and then looking back to Catfish Zora. So that's way longer than Dark Lumberjack.
Fine, serenading us once again with a mediocre at best joke. If I'm being kind. That would almost be a very unattractive set of entrances to go for if Eastern was not included in it. Unfortunately, with Eastern being included in it, you kind of got to go for it. Like, especially once you have the mids from your Zelga, I think you're in a position where you almost kind of have to say, hey, I'm going to start going through and finding these entrances.
For sure.
Because the best thing I could do is find Eastern Palace. Because, especially if either Kane or Fire Red shows up and you're now in a position where you're like, wait, I'm one item from Go mode. If I can find Eastern Palace, that if becomes a very, very important if. There's the Bombos for Zelda, so he can follow the Swamp play now with an Ice play. I mean, I think basically if you're Zelda, you basically have two options here. It's A, do I just chase entrances relentlessly, or do I just do the dungeons I can, hope Mitch shows up, hope Flute shows up, and then I search out for the world.
So coming up on another potential out for Zaph, we have Chris the Roller Room. And TR Laser Bridge is not in the greatest spot, especially if the Fire Rod isn't going to show up at any point.
I mean, the really, really gross spot thing for this, for Zelda, would be the TR Big Key, which is always disgusting.
That's another one, yeah. Plus with the, yeah, you're right, because with TR right being in Kakariko like it is, if you got the TR Big Key, you'd be able to come back here easily enough.
Hey, it's a small kid.
No, it's just the
Ganon Star.
it's just our Pearl being put into logic.
We did it, Reddit. We did it.
So that also means that the TR Big Key is locking the Pearl. Because that entrance was in the Dark World, and we've already seen one GT Small Key in Skullwoods.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting little piece of information.
That's very, very important to track too. Especially if that Fire Rod shows up.
So what do they even have left on the overworld?
Where was Meyer?
Meyer was Dark World. It was Hype Cave.
Okay, so Meyer's Dark World. I knew it was at Hype Cave, I just didn't know which world. Yeah, it feels like we've got a very, very small window of places where that TR Big can actually be.
We've seen a Zora check, haven't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Have we seen a Hobo check yet? But no, Flippers were in the Light World.
No.
They were over in Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah,
I think we did.
The figures are
So yeah, Hobo is in Logic, pre-Pearl. But I don't think either one of them has checked it yet.
It should be possible to be in Swamp Palace, right? Where was Swamp Palace? Was it Light World or Dark World?
I don't remember. Let me...
I'm trying to read Zelga's map and can't.
It's in the Light World. It's a waterfall.
But what about the dam?
The dam was in Bonkrok, so it's in Logic as well.
Okay. Yes, that's another spot then. And probably the more likely one between it and Hobo.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So that's probably just what we're about
Honestly,
to
I
see
would
here
be
on
kind of
Zelga's side.
disappointed if Zelda gets this first. Just because you stop getting to, like, put the logic together and be like, oh wait, I can eliminate all the Dark World stuff.
I think, I don't remember which one Big was, but yeah, Swamp Palace is fully clean work in Logic. Fully in Logic.
Yeah, I mean, it seems very, very likely that TR Big is going to show up here then.
I also would put money on our 4th GT Small Key being here as well.
No, that one's actually on Pearl, or on Hobo.
Damn.
Zelda losing 22 seconds by not getting disqualified from the tournament. Very unlucky.
Alright, Jeff, what are we doing? Sorry, Zaph.
Jeff. I'm gonna call him Jeff for the rest of the race now. Skullwoods, though. I feel like there's slightly better things you could be doing, but he also doesn't know this is a pendant, so...
Yeah, I mean, if I find this and I can do this, I am probably just doing this.
I think it's too far to the left.
I think that's
Yeah.
gonna,
Yep.
We all kind of sat there staring at Jeff's screen and being like, uh-oh.
What did I stop it?
Why would you go to the far wall? That's so far.
Too far, buddy.
At least we know Jeff is smart enough not to go to the far wall.
I don't think we're gonna find much on this mod unless it's the full bloodlocking zone somehow.
I'm not waiting for the Wallmaster. You don't need to wait for the Wallmaster on the cycle. You just dash up with the bomb and go. You make the Wallmaster cycle easily.
Just slash the sword a little bit, and the Goopers are not gonna be an issue. And
Plus, also on the left wall, you don't even have to do a spin buffer.
that's the thing. If you're here, you have a sword. Unless you're playing swordless, but that's your problem, not mine.
Sounds like a big problem, honestly.
So we're halfway through Swamp Palace now, and still, we did see the other GT small key, but we still have not seen the TR big key.
Yep.
So probably still here, but where is it? Oh, there's our flute. So we've got altar medallions. That's every entrance in the game.
What's
So
it
for
You
Zelda,
know what that is as well? Full in logic. The Maya area and plus that.
Yep. I mean, he still needs to go get his mitts from ice first, but seeing as it's a crystal,
Yeah.
that's going to be high on his list.
Pre-Moon Pearl, by the way.
Pre-Moon Pearl.
It is actually true that it's pre-Moon Pearl, though. Which means that TR Big Key's spaces of stuff could be a lot more now. Like, we could easily see, for instance, a Eastern show up in the desert area.
Very smooth Phase 1 Argus by Zelda.
Zelda doing the smart thing and not watching my tutorial on the fight.
But still no TR big key. Which probably now means that it's just in the desert area, right? Or Hobo.
Or Hobo.
Find, the Eastern Palace or something.
Yeah, but that seems like if that's going to be anywhere that's about to pop up, it seems like it's going to be the desert area.
Oh.
This is, I don't know. Zelda's got a pretty big lead. Is there anything in here that could swing that to Zaph? Because even once you're done with the crystals you can clear, as if you're Zelda, you're probably coming here pretty soon after.
Don't think so.
I don't think that was going there anytime soon.
Plus, it's also a decent chance that Zaph commits to Vidi and or cutscene chest as well. Which
So that actually could. If... I mean, I guess, but there's only 2 items we're possibly looking for, so it's not like that Zelda will find one and leave. Because the TR Big can't be here. This could only be Fire Rod, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think if you find the Fire Rod, if you're Zaph, you have to leave here, don't you?
Yes.
In fact, I think you can also make a very, very decent argument for just flat skipping left side here as well. As Telethar pumps his fist off on the sideline somewhere. So Zelda's about to get the information now about the Moon Pearl. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you're Zelda and you run out of things to do, it's hard to say no to Meyer. Although I do think that information that the TR big, if he can piece it together. I mean, yeah, he's just gonna go to ice now, which makes all the sense in the world.
I mean, you did not know what we can do. We're gonna get the mids. Gonna open the my area as far as entrance.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's likely that we're just gonna find Eastern over in the desert area at this point with the TR big.
Okay. Interesting, Big Key.
It's going. It's going.
Would you like to follow up your potentially complete waste of time with another waste of time?
Man, I don't know.
It's tempting.
I think at this point, if you're Zaph, assuming Zaph has pieced the logic together, like if we make the assumption that both runners realize, hey, one of those two items that we guaranteed need have to be locked by, or have to be locking the Moon Pearl, then I think the only way you justify a play like this is if you're saying, you know what, I think Zelda has a large advantage on me in a heads-up match, and so I need to find a way to create my own. And I mean, I think that's a valid way to play. It is also a way to play that is, if I'm being honest, very rife for people to take wins from themselves. Like, metagaming is absolutely a realistic thing to do and a thing that you can get advantage from, but most people are very, very bad at it.
Yeah, it's a very risky thing just by nature. Because if you make one misread, you're putting a lot of faith into that. So you better be right about it. And then there's stuff that's just completely impossible to predict, like a really good runner having a really, really bad time loss by taking some kind of boss death or something. And you're never going to see that coming.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I feel like more people hurt themselves by metagaming than have helped themselves.
Yeah, we got the full collection of pendants over on Jeff's side, so I wonder if we're just going to go ahead and see this auto logic.
I wonder what
head check soon.
He actually did it.
It might be. Unfortunately, he's not going to find any of the things he's looking for there, because neither the TR Big Key nor the Fire Rod can be on pedestal in this seed.
Yeah, that's really bad for Zaph, actually. I didn't realize he was still missing it. Those holders. But that is also kind of a self-inflicted wound from not following that cave.
I actually think he's going now.
I'm assuming he's capable of
He'll go north from here, right?
Oh yeah, we'll do desert first.
To Catfish. And he's gonna do that on his way. He's gonna fake flippers to the dark shopping mall and probably get it, hopefully. I think that's what it's gonna do, because like from here there's not much Boss, you can go. I guess pod. I guess he can go to pod. Maybe he'll go to pod. Yeah. And check the pod entrance as well. But if he checks the pod entrance, I'm not sure it's going out of this maze.
Oh, there's our Eastern. So TR Big Key's not going to be in here. Just going to be over in some item cave in the mire area. Or desert area.
Big kid in the mire area.
Somehow it's mentioning that Spike Cave was still missing somehow. And I know that the blue cane was super early.
It was in Logic, in the light world, from what I remember. I think Zaph found it and the red cane pretty much back to back. So I think it was like either Lost Woods or CAC.
Yeah, Bottle Bender.
Yeah, Bottle Bender. That's right.
Yeah, going to pod. Deal.
Have we seen the potion shop yet?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember where though. But yeah, that's niche. It wasn't tech.
Finish up pod on Jeff's side. And I feel like he just has to make the dark shopping mall play afterwards. Like, what else do you do? Go back to Hera? I mean, you could, but that's not much of a better option. Even if it's a crystal.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like I'm very uninclined to rush back to Hera at this point if I'm Zaph. Again, assuming I put together the Turtle Rock Big, it has to be Pearl locked.
Yeah, I feel like you'd at least want to wait for the big key.
Ah. Not much to say right now, it's just decent palace and Ellis's favorite dungeons.
Alright, so I'm going to ask the question that's on everyone's mind then. Barbie or Oppenheimer?
I still haven't seen either movie.
Oh, I mean,
But
same.
I know a lot of people who have, though. What I've heard about Oppenheimer sounds kind of interesting, though.
Oh, Ake, you're coming in with... Wait, is Good Omen Season 2 out? Is it coming out soon? Did I miss that? Yo,
Here
I
comes
did
the
not
holo
realize
check.
that.
This is going to answer some questions, maybe. Is this the TR big key? I mean, if it's not here, it's just desert area. Like, there's nothing else left at this point. Yeah, okay. That is
on desert ledge.
That is
or
a
something.
deep moon pearl, dude. That's, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I don't think that was insulting anime. Barbie seems to be held in pretty high regard from what people will say. Man, I did not realize Season 2 of Good Omens was coming out. I'm fucking hyped.
Oh yeah.
Oh, back at the well. I forgot about this.
And just on the record, Telethar, the person who orphaned this is not the person who sang. Is not the person who Link's House started.
We're going to Meyer? No way, right? Oh,
I wonder if we put together. I'm actually curious if he's put together that the Moon Pearl is locked here. I've heard phenomenal things about the bear.
Zap did go out of this. Somebody's gonna fake the fit to the dark shopping mall and get his revert in the light world shopping mall.
I need to check that show out. I've heard really, really good things about it.
That got nicht idea.
Anybody else just waiting for the Ice Big shit to show up in the light world?
I mean, at least you would know to follow it if it's the only thing you find.
I mean, yeah. If you're tracking logic and it's the find in the desert area, then yeah, you should be able to know. Hey, I need to follow this thing.
I'm really wondering if Zelda noticed the TR big key logic though, considering he's decided to do Meyer first over checking out desert area. Because I feel like in any, I don't know, I feel like if you know that or have at least noticed that, then you're probably just checking that first since you're almost guaranteed to get at least TR big key over there.
I mean, so to be completely fair, I think it's actually pretty tough too.
That's true. It's not. It's definitely not the easiest chain to keep track of.
It is only one of your two items, and I think it's a thing that you probably should be capable of doing. But it's certainly not trivial to hold on to here. Zap realizes that he could have gotten here a lot better now. I mean, I think it's entirely possible that Zap basically said, hey, I don't care about connectors anymore. I found all of the must connects that I care about. And then just said, okay, I'm not going to go through this then.
He's getting his flippers. Gonna go back to Catfish Zora. I guess he's gonna do a dungeon in Catfish and Zora. That's a way to ride those keys.
I don't think there's anything wrong with not having done these checks as Zap, necessarily.
No.
Like, yeah, it's really, really easy to meme, hey, this is a Sphere Zero entrance that you're not checking for 100 minutes. But for a lot of the seeds, Zap was doing stuff that is relatively efficient to do. And you're particularly trying to wait on the flippers to go there because it's going to make your journey there significantly more efficient. Like, not hugely, because you can just do the fake flipper. Or the flute, yeah. And so I actually think it's pretty reasonable to have been in Zap's position. Although, if I don't have stuff around me that I want to do, I'm almost always going to take that bumper connector when I get it spawned in play.
Alright, time for the Swan Palace for Zaf.
Yeah, like, I think a really underratedly nasty thing about this scene so far is how wide open everything is. Like, it kind of feels good to play, but it also just feels bad because it's really hard to make what feels like the right decision. And I think debasing it all as luck is also not really right, because there's absolutely a skill to it. But I don't think it's unreasonable of Zaf to have not gone to those areas. Like, there's nothing sacrosanct about, oh, this is Sphere Zero, you must rush there. In fact, in many cases, the longer you put it off, the more defensible putting it off more is. Zelda also going to get the bad news here. now up to 3 pendants.
He has not
he's
done
not
Skullwoods.
No, I mean
He is now
missing
up
one.
to 2 pendants. And I gotta be honest, Zaph should know that Pet is dead as soon as he gets this flute, right?
White flute.
Because then he is, without a doubt,
Oh yeah.
Fire Rod and Turtle Rock Big for Go mode.
Mm-hmm.
Skullwoods is a pendant, so that's locked by the Moon Pearl. Skullwoods is Skullwoods, so that's locked by Fire Rod.
We're still not going to the desert area? What do we dislike so much about that play?
I don't
Is
think
this
we've
Smith
seen
now?
Saha. Yeah, like at
We
this
have
point,
seen
it's-
Zaha. We
Yeah.
have seen Zaha.
That's how
Oh,
we
did
know
he-
about the green pendant.
No, did we see him turn in Saha is what I meant.
Oh, no. Okay, so that's probably what Zelga's doing here then. He's heading over here because he just wants to get some payout from Meyer and then also checking Skull Big since it's right here. And then presumably we will finally go to the desert area.
Are we doing Smith? I guess.
Unless we do Smith. Which we might do, because
I feel
Smith
like
House is
I
also right here.
have to assume. Lovely. I feel like I have to assume that Zelda didn't make the connection that the pearl was locked by the TR Big.
it's definitely possible. Like, it was a pretty convoluted chain of things to keep track
It is.
of.
It absolutely is.
Let's see. If he actually, I don't think you should go for it. Missing those 2 items. Mark, I mean.
I mean, yeah. If he can put it together, then Moth is 100. Like incoherent, 100% if he. And then the question becomes, can he put it together?
Zelda did was nothing. He did it after mine.
Almost Tab is also though locked by Dark World 2, so it's another one of those plays that is pretty gross, logically speaking.
Oh, there were 3 zones in the Dark World, right? One in Skullwoods, one in my shed. The last, I mean, not. I think there was a TR Smoky in the Dark World, so the one in Lava Chest is also behind the Moon Pearl. So I mean, the book was just in here. I did it in Dark World, so. But we'd seen it. I'm pretty sure Zelda did it after mine. Right, are we going now? No.
No. We are...
Mushroom. I mean,
Oh, that's right. Are we going now?
are we going now? Yes.
There it is. Okay, so TR Big Key finally going to be found over here.
Hope
It is. I have faith. And I wouldn't even be too surprised if the Fire Rod was here with it in some
I
form
agree.
or fashion.
I agree.
And now, where was GT
If-
Big Key? That
If
was in
someone were to
Meyer,
do
right?
the right side of GT and find the big Turok Big Key on the right
Oh
side,
my
I would
God.
lose my shit. For like 2 different reasons. One is which, why are you doing that sequence break when you have 2 items from Go mode?
And look,
Hey, look!
I
It's the TR Big Key in Spike Cave.
surely the game wouldn't.
Or it's the fire rod and the TR big keys and compass room. But no, that wouldn't happen because
I'm
you need
pretty
it.
sure that GT Smalls have been in the Dark World.
Hey, look!
Oh!
Oh no!
Okay, this is actually kind of a crucial point in the race, though.
It.
Because,
oh my gosh!
but no. But here's the thing.
It's gonna boil down to if either one or both or neither realizes what that means.
If you realize the Turtle Rock Big Key logic on this, then you know you almost certainly have to go with that.
I mean, you at least have to check checkerboard first, but that's most likely just going to be nothing because I think we're like basically out of item caves at this point, right?
I would say if yeah. I mean, obviously you're
Sick kid,
but if you don't, all of a sudden GT Big looks in the climb kind of is looking tempting.
Yes.
If you're not putting that logic together.
And then
Yeah.
Zelda
Now,
with those
that
3
being
Skullwood Smalls as
said-
well.
I mean, that being said, Fire Rod could easily just be on the climb at this point.
And if you know about it, if you find the fire rod in the climb, I think you just leave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Here's a Gina's. This might also be our TR big key.
Don't you do it, game. Don't ruin this. Don't ruin what we have.
I hate
And
game.
there it goes.
This game sucks.
I hate you, game. It's the magic area.
Okay, well now we're just in the wild, wild west.
I need to consult my friend Wally to see if the fire rod's gonna be a nice Palace Big Chest.
Yeah, do we have an expert on this in chat by chance?
Oh, it's a nice silvers pickup.
I mean, if you're Zaph, again, we're not in the runner's head, so it's hard to know exactly what he's thinking. But you have to feel like there's a chance that Zaph just goes straight for that ice play and just said, you know what, I'm gonna be positive here.
This chippy climb looks kind of tempting, not gonna lie.
Like, Zaph is behind, but he's not that
We
behind in
climbing.
terms of what he needs to do.
Yeah, we're climbing, boys.
I think this is a super reasonable play from Zelda.
I still think it's a long shot that Zaph wins this, but I mean, if the fire rod is in Ice Palace, it's not impossible.
I mean,
but
Zaph also shouldn't be touching these tablets right now.
Zelga's also going to be like this works out really well for Zelga because Ice Palace is right on top of the castle, and he's basically taking out the best play he has at his disposal right now, and then following it up with following that Ice Palace big key.
This is a great route as a full clear efficiency route.
Yeah, Zaph's going to basically have to go to Eastern right now and then immediately go to Ice if he wants a chance to win, assuming Fire Rod's not just on the climb.
Or in the big chest.
Or in the big chest.
I have to suspect Zaph has not put together that this stuff is Pearl locked. Or that the TR Big locks the Pearl. And yeah, I mean, I understand that he was looking for Hype Key, but he can do that in the light world, in places that can have the item he's looking for. In places that can have the item he's looking for in all 5 spots instead of one of the 5 spots. Where was Eastern again?
That's
Ice Palace.
Okay.
this probably the only entrance that Zeph has left at this point. And the back of Skullwoods, I guess, but
I don't think that's what he's super concerned about.
yeah.
TR Big was at the checkerboard cave entrance, Illis.
It's a Guinness cave.
And I think we've still got Sick Kid out there, but that's probably just GT at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it seems very, very likely to me that we're about to find it here.
What do we still have left aside from this? We have Hera Big Chest, Ice Big Chest.
Yep, Hera Big, Ice Big.
Is that it? We've already walked out of TR entrance and Pyramid Fairy entrance.
Hera Basement when we find the small key up here.
True. Very true.
Yeah, I don't... Unless Zelda doesn't go for ice, I guess I don't really see the out for Zeph here.
I mean, you've got 2 checks left after this,
agree.
Zelda, and you're right in front of one of them.
Oh, come on!
Yep.
There it is.
Not surprising.
So that's
Like at this point, we were
GG's.
on- Yep, that's
Gonna
gonna be
be
GG's.
pretty quick finish too, because where was Laser Bridge again? That was K45. So maybe it is just faster to go through TR, right?
And yeah, since the moonboat was, behind Bombos,
Dark Lumberjack. Okay.
since you needed to, get to Ice Bus to get some keys.
Hold on, let me get Wally back to hear this.
I mean, Bombos locked the Moon Pearl, right?
Yes.
Seems good enough for me.
So ultimately, that Mire dip did end up being required as well.
Yep. The GT Big was in there, right?
Yeah, it was in the spike chest.
I'm going to be really interested in hearing if the runners piece together the Turtle Rock logic. Because I would guess from the play that we saw that they did not.
Yeah, I feel like the desert area got put off just a little too long on both sides.
Yeah, it's one of those things like where if you piece that together and you have the like admittedly small but certainly possible chance that you just find like Fire Rod in the TR Big Chest or something, that you waste a lot of time not honing in on that. Like, yeah, the Fire Rod could have been anywhere, but you're shooting yourself in the foot for not a lot of appreciation. Like, there wasn't a reason why Desert needed to be put off. Like, they weren't doing checks that were dead or anything, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But they were doing checks that were dead for half of what they were looking. Oh, wait, we get the extreme for... Of course we get the... Hold on, I need to unmute this. For the record, the extreme is the best Final Fantasy. This isn't the Okay, well, it doesn't have the piano interlude, which is the part I like.
Depending on warps, this might just barely sub 2. Well, with that pattern and no triple, I don't think it will.
Oh. We gonna make it?
There it is. I don't think so. I think the fanfare's longer than 10 seconds, right?
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm looking at his... No, I think it's barely going to make it. Come on, come on, come on! Yeah!
Oh my goodness. Is that how it is on the race time room too?
I don't know. Let me look at the race time room.
No, it's not. It's not. I don't want to spoil it. I have the race room.
Rounding error. Rounding error.
But get a big GG's in chat for Zelgadissan taking home the win in week 4 and moving on to the 3-1 record for week 5. GG's.
Zelda's already in the waiting room, so I suspect we're gonna hear him in a second. Hey, Zelda, GG's.
GG's.
Oh, GG's. Thank you very much.
I have one very important question because I've been debating this out loud for about 30 minutes. Did you realize the TR Big locks the Moon Pearl?
So I was very confused on the logic for that pearl as well, because I was thinking you could theoretically get to ice with Bombos, but I couldn't remember how many pod keys were available without the pearl. Because I knew Bombos was 4 locked in pod, and the way that I got to the GT keys so late, I wasn't sure if the answer was that you could have got one in ice and then that made everything okay, or... I actually also couldn't remember if it was 3 keys to get to that chest. I was thinking it was 2. Okay.
It was 3.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess the TR Big did lock the pearl, which...
It wasn't until we saw Crystal Roller that we actually had that information. Second, but... That's about, I think, when the scene got really interesting, because it felt like we could really lock down where the TR Big had to be. And not that it really mattered, because the fire rod was still in a pretty rough location. But...
Yeah, I for whatever reason, I was thinking that that chest might have been 2 keys, and then if that was the case, there was a way to get 2, but I wasn't sure.
Stop, why you do this? Stop, I hate you.
You know why Jeff is doing this?
Maybe.
I think he's forfeiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So big GG's to Jeff here. Very well played. Gonna take the loss this week and go into 2-2, but very well played nonetheless.
And we have Zaph here as well.
Whoa.
GG's.
Yo, GG's.
Oh yeah, that was next, but I was hoping on other things at that point. Could use my dude.
All right, I'm gonna ask you the exact same question we asked Zelga, because the three of us have been talking about it for about the last 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Did you realize that the TR Big Key had to be locked, or had to lock the Moon Pearl?
What?
I'm gonna guess that's a no.
What? Wait, what?
So do you remember where the pearl was?
Yeah. Oh.
There was one GT small key in Skullwoods,
Yes.
which obviously is locked by the pearl.
Locked by the pearl, yeah.
But otherwise, the location with the Moon Pearl was locked by 3 GT small keys. And picking up the one in Krista Roller Room, which with Laser Bridge located in the Dark World, was what sealed it.
Yeah. Okay,
We,
so
we didn't know until we found the crystal rollers, and then once we did, I thought that we got a listing.
oh god. Okay,
I was really happy when that ice big showed up, and I was really unhappy when the
gosh.
turtle rock big showed up. Because I was ready for someone to play Do I Climb or Do I Not Climb when one of their go mode items was...
I mean, like you said, you can climb into the Esmer's big chest, so it's not that big of a deal, kind of.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah, since you're missing the fire rod
Yeah.
anyway.
and that was kind of my last little bit of cleanup, I think. I had TR big chest left and then it was climb, so
I would say, yeah, I would say you were really, really late, but it's not like you had a lot left other than that. Not sure why you actually thought that you might have walked by your fire rod, other than the fact you hadn't found it yet.
because I rushed out of pod and didn't do the back.
Okay.
That was like
You
I
didn't
will-
do the big chest, you mean?
I didn't do big chest or harmless.
Did you have?
because
I didn't remember if you did Hellway or not, but yeah.
no, I had 2 small keys. So when I realized like I'm potentially 2.5 items with that flute and with my area open, and then all of that showed up, I was like, oh hey, this is nice. And then where Eastern was where it was, and the flippers were just like really just there the whole time. I kind of felt kind of like an ass. So
Yeah, I think the part that kept you there too is that you didn't follow the connector at Bumper Cave. Which, by the way, Zelga, congratulations on being the first person I have ever seen actually effectively use Tomb Raider.
I actually, in the AD Keys tourney, I had an inverted race where I got the flute by doing Tomb Raider, and my opponent didn't have it until after I finished, and I was like, I feel so bad about this.
I mean, Zap had mitts when he got there. He just chose not
yeah.
to through it because he hadn't done back of escape. But
Yeah. Yeah, the realization later on that backup bumper was there, I was like, oh, I could have had these flippers like 45 minutes ago. So
yeah, Zelga went through that before he got the mitts.
yeah, that makes sense. The
I'm actually
myths,
surprised I didn't follow it, honestly, given where Sank was.
my thought was that I was gonna get back to it eventually, but I had like, if I'm remembering right, I did something weird and left some stuff on the mountain that I wanted to get back to, and I think that was what the crux of that was.
You mean you didn't Super Bunny Hera? Was that what you were?
Super Bunny Hera, yeah.
I'm
I
surprised
thought
I
was
did that, honestly.
Very, very weird given how bad of a position it was in. And could have been a nice little spot for you if there had been something important there, because you went there with swords and Zelga did not.
I don't know why it didn't occur to me. It actually just didn't straight up occur to me to do that. I think I saw it and was like, okay, time to do whatever. So yeah, that would have saved me a lot of time actually.
So, Seth,
Yeah.
get Bonsling's house, please. Please! Please open that Light Warhive cave. I bet you.
I did the next pass, I think. I did
You
eventually. Yeah, I did the next pass.
He did, just not in the first pass.
I didn't do it in the first pass. I understand.
It took Lynn about 12 seconds into the seed to start molding.
I mean, I was going for Madge percent, like any percent world record. I mean, the one thing I had a joke play hula hand of like at a pure thing, and I was like, "Why did you hula hand, Zaf?" I was like, "Well, the Feds raised the interest rates today," and I was like, "Just for inflation."
I mean, I was talking about it for both of you. Actually, that you both hula hand after finding 300 in. Well,
I think it was eminently defensible, personally.
Yeah, I was about to just say
That's basically what I thought the logic was behind that. Is that like, hey, I am in a save and quit to win,
Yeah.
but why? Man, Final Fantasy VIII is a fucking whale of a soundtrack, man.
it's so good. I love it so much, man.
I'm really, really upset though that the Ganon fight doesn't have the like piano intro to the extreme though, because I think is my favorite music in the soundtrack.
I almost wish it did too, but I feel like most Ganon fights probably wouldn't ever get to like the up tempo part, and I was like, I need to make.
Yeah,
sure
I mean, I get it for sure. I'm just sad.
A question for Zelda: I assume that you followed Granny early. Did you get those two?
He did not.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You had the Swamp Small significantly earlier than he did.
I mean, with the book in Hera, it wasn't that bad to go back for the small.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Swamp Small was like maybe my third item away from go mode.
Oh God, Jesus. Okay.
Did you have it before the flippers?
I had the flippers way earlier.
I mean, I know you did. Okay, fair enough. I guess we weren't processing it as much because it had kind of stopped being interesting because we knew what was there. But yeah, I thought this was a fun little scene.
Yeah.
It was very interesting logically to follow, honestly. Not only that tier, but everything leading to that crystal roller chest, like Swamp Palace's available 3-moon pearl. That's very funny.
Yeah. I mean, now it's clicking like just exactly how and why that like it is, and that's disgusting.
That Moon Pearl was so buried.
Yeah, I remember thinking like the hour 15 or so mark, I was like, how do I have one GT key and it was in Skull Woods way behind the Pearl? And then eventually I got to the others. Like I recognized Swamp was technically available, Ice was technically available. I thought I still couldn't remember about the pod key situation, but then I just couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3 if I needed the Turtle Rock one.
Yeah, Gamer GG. I really don't have too much to comment on, honestly. Like, I felt okay throughout, but like the Fire Hunt kind of felt a little bit goofy at the end, and also the entire Mire area being very empty was a little bit disheartening. But
I mean, the entire Dark World is really empty.
In
general, because of how much stuff actually locked the Moon Pearl.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
In hindsight, yeah.
And I don't think you had enough information to do anything about it until right at the end, where I think, like, for instance, I think going for Ether Tablet at the end there, Zaph, was borderline int. Assuming you had put the logic together, which is why at that point I had to... And I assume for both of you that you either hadn't or weren't sure about the logic, because it was hard to think that you guys had figured it all out.
Yeah.
With the plays that were being made.
By the very end, I was starting to think it was really not quite guaranteed, but I was pretty suspicious that the front of Turtle Rock was in the Mire area. But I don't think I had actually pieced together why I was feeling that way. But then I stumbled into the midst, like right before I was considering it.
Yeah, and those actually were Zaph's glove.
Yeah.
So he
nice.
got to have the sigh of relief when he got
I hate
there.
you. I hate you, Zaf, because Zelda found the first glove already in Zaphikel's room, and I was like, oh no, Zaf's gonna clear Ice Palace without that glove, and no. I guess we're getting a glove.
I mean, that glove showing up there, like, I had to like restart my brain for a second. I was like, oh shit, okay, mirror, start this over again. Ice Palace 2. Yeah, I mean, I lose this by 10 minutes, and this is really no surprise to me. This is super interesting, though. To be honest, the other thing when I saw the TR Big Key was, I don't remember where my TR smalls were. Like theoretically, that the walk back to the TR big key, like it occurred to me at the very end, but I just didn't think and parse it all together about the GT smalls. So like now that I'm thinking about it, it's like the seed is just stupid. So.
I assume when you checked Ped, by the way, that you knew Fire Rod wasn't there. You were just trying to piss us off.
I mean, at that point, it was like inertia. Like I was just checking the last few things that were gonna happen.
Fair enough, but Skullwoods was a pendant.
Yeah.
Okay, just making.
I was aware of that point. Like when it wasn't Saha, that was when I forfeit, and then just waddled myself
Okay,
over.
I didn't have the room open to know that you had forfeited at that point.
Yeah, no.
I
forfeited Saha.
I was busy sitting there like rooting for Zelda to beat the 2-hour mark.
Yeah. No.
Okay, on my local stream,
That was so cool. I
My
was so
live
happy on
split.
your stream.
159, 59, 99.
Nice. You know, I forfeit, I think, when the item in Saha wasn't it, and I just wanted to waddle to the end just to kind of see what was there.
No, that makes sense. Do you have any other sort of last comments about the seed from anybody?
Should be good.
Particularly Zelga or Zaph, because they haven't been listening to you guys talk for the last 2 hours?
I mean, this one just felt weird the whole way through. Like all the various connectors and mirror. Like I don't think I even got like to the north side of Kakariko until like 45 minutes or something like that. Like
Yeah, you were a bit late to your cane there.
a little bit. Man, everything about this one just felt very awkward. Like it was efficient, but very awkward. So
Yeah,
Wow.
I felt I was probably super late to those boots, and I didn't know what, but like
You were.
then I had the mirror like the 2-minute mark. I'm like, oh, okay. So like I don't know. Like it was an interesting seed. Like I don't know. It was fun to play. The entire mountain like connector chain and being able to do most everything right off the bat kind of felt silly and fun. But yeah, I don't know.
All right. Tomo or Xenu, do either of you want to bring us home here? I don't know if there's anything left to say or anything to advertise.
Tom would know better than I would.
I just want to say that the last game of the week is happening right now, so all the racers that are still here, this week's gonna be over soon. That's it.
Yeah, you think I should find one of them to raid, or was it worth it because they'll be racing and therefore not really paying attention to a chat and probably be less?
What's the next rating time where Misha, I guess?
I think it's reasonable to rate either Tam or Mishra, I would say. They may not be super. I would say Mishra's an emote only, Tam isn't. Obviously, nobody should spoil anything, but.
What is Tam's Twitch name so I can find them? I don't have them.
Tam216, I believe.
No, Mickey.
Oh, that's right.
He changed.
What is it?
I just typed it in chat. In stream chat, not Discord chat.
But I can type it in chat if I find it in all my Discord.
All right, got it. All right, so tonight, let's see what else is left tonight. We've got a Z2R Upstarts Tournament semifinals match, Chadbert versus Valence, right at midnight. Or I guess 11:59 because I want to be cute and have it still be on Wednesday. But technically, it's at midnight. That's going to be on ZSR1 as well. And that's the only thing left here tonight. Tomorrow, there's more Upstarts at 8 p.m. Eastern, and the weekly race for Zelda 2 as well at 9 p.m. Eastern. So more Zelda 2 tomorrow. With that all said, though, I'm going to say thank you to our comms, thank you to our trackers, thank you to our viewers, and of course, the important people, thank you to our runners. We couldn't have this without you. So thank you, everyone, and everyone have a good night.